There are a few things that do scare me in this world, some that scare me more than death. One of those things being roller coasters. I can never get on a roller coaster ever again. I've tried them once, and every single time, even like the little kiddie ones, I scream my ass off like a little girl, and it just seems almost impossible at this point. The other thing is, stuff like getting old, dementia, erectile dysfunction. Those are the pretty common ones that I could probably think of. Those are pretty scary. But one of the big things that has scared me a lot is getting scammed. Now, I have been scammed before in the past. I've thought that things were too good to be true, and I threw logic out the window, and they end up spending money, wasting my time, my hard-earned cash, just to realize that I got fucked. I got deeply fucked. No condom needed. I was just messed up raw. And I've learned from my mistakes. I have been more cautious. I've been trying to avoid that kind of scenario again where I lose a lot and gain nothing in return. Unfortunately, though, I can't say that for many other people. Being scammed is something that's kind of like a rite of passage if you're going to be on the internet. It happens at least once or twice to you, and then you kind of realize that maybe I should take a step back. Maybe I should realize the thing that I'm doing here and do a little bit more research on it. Now, there was a scam that happened yesterday in Russia that I want to talk about because I just think it's so fucking wild to see the kind of lengths that people will go to fully commit to a scam. Now, if you know anything about computer parts like graphics cards, those things are fucking expensive. They are rare. They're like Pokemon cards at this point, where certain graphics cards and certain CPUs are very, very expensive. They're very sought after. People want those things in order to enhance their PC to the fullest. They want the best thing ever. You want your video games to pretty much pop and just come out the screen like it's the freaking Grudge. But you have to have a good PC, good monitor for all that, and it can be pretty expensive. Graphics cards are just way too much. I don't think I could ever spend that much money on a graphics card unless I'm, filthy rich. I'm not. I'm dirt fucking poor. But anyway, I saw this video and I saw that it's so bad to see the kind of state that this world is in, where we are going through so much lengths. Well, not we, people, specifically pieces of shit, are going through so much lengths just to make money off of people's wishes, and it just sucks.
Посмотришь в зеркало, сбоку посмотришь, как выглядит. Подожди.
То есть, подождите, что?
Один.
Now, unlike that box with the graphics card that turned out to be a water bottle, there's a lot to unpack here. I have seen a few scams like this in the past. You see it a lot on stuff like Whatnot or just like any TCG card in general, where people are resealing stuff. They're trying to like hide the hits and make sure that they send you like a quote unquote unopened package, and you just end up getting scammed in the future. It sucks. It's unfortunate that there's no real proof to figure out if people are telling the truth or not. You kind of just have to put yourself out there and wonder if you're actually going to get the thing that you want. But for stuff like this, stuff that's super duper expensive, it is, atrocious to see the kind of things that people are doing here on the internet, especially with stuff like this, these sought after items that people are spending good amounts of salary on. $1,100 that this guy spent is not cheap. And I'm sure there's a lot more different graphics cards that are way more expensive than this, but it's just so scummy. I hate it when people do that. There was also this picture of someone else in that same, jurisdiction in Russia who was getting a graphics card, and it turned out to be like wheat seeds. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. You can see it right there. But it's so bad. People are actually trying to make these things weigh the amount of the graphics card. That way there's no discrepancy, and really try and trick people. I'm glad this guy opened the package right when he got it and didn't take it out of the store just yet. He wanted to see like if he was getting scammed or not, because if I was him, I would have demanded the refund right then and there. I'm pretty sure he did. But it's just so baffling to see this kind of thing in play, especially with how good the packaging was. The person like actually resealed the item in the, plastic wrap, and it actually looked really legit. It looked like the exact thing you'd see. And apparently it's supposed to be like super easy to reseal that. I couldn't tell you. I've never tried it myself. I'm not a fucking piece of shit like this person was who, repackaged this. But I think if you do this, you really need to be careful on the stuff you're buying online. I just feel so bad for the guy, dude. $1,100 pretty much, or 90,000 ruples. That is a hefty amount of money. I don't think I could ever part with money like that unless I am just sure. Like, I have to actually physically get the product first before I actually give them money. I have to see that for myself. I don't know like where this is coming from. I saw it was coming in an Amazon package, so I'm assuming that people like sometimes use Amazon for like a third-party seller, so they put in the listing, they get it sent to them. I don't know who sent it. I don't know if it was a third-party person or Amazon themselves. It could have been just anyone out there who had the ability to wrap this thing and take it out of the box, but it is horrifying. If anything, the water bottle that he got should be laced with God's spit or something, especially with that bottle. That is a pretty fancy looking 2-liter bottle that's like made of plastic, but damn, that is just, it's so scummy. I hate it. It makes me so mad to see the lengths that people go to just to scam people out of their money. Those are the real pieces of shit out there. And it's not like just the people who are raising these prices on these things, like the corporations who are just absolutely butt fucking everyone to try and spend more money on PC parts. It's the people who scalp these things, like the Pokemon scalpers altogether. People who scalp and the companies that make these things are the worst pieces of shit imaginable. They make great stuff, yeah, and they give us access to these things, but at the end of the day, they set the prices pretty much, and it ruins everything for us because it takes so much time to make that much money sometimes for a lot of people that we can't even enjoy these nice things, and we can't even trust anything that we buy on the internet anymore. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about this. It's so sad, but hopefully this guy gets a refund. I'm pretty sure he hasn't gotten one yet. He's putting in appeals for it, but keep an eye out. I just wanted to share this with you to give my own little opinion on it, but let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.